Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia's offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense.
Can anyone catch him? Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still an idea.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Got a man. It's Hicks. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved.
What a snag by the defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He fires one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust.
Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's going to pass. Coming after. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. 1 play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Just enough time for 1 more snap before the end of the quarter. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. Oh, picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
To throw, it's Raiola. He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Got a man. It's Tuggle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes a connection. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And the throw out to the sideline, good, just a few yards.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. 2nd down coming up. Let's go. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's enough.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On target to the left. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Pulls it in, and the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. The offense will quickly use a timeout. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They're trying to get to it. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first
Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's White. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Finds his man. It's Tuggle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They go to the ground. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good idea.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so
what a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making
all kinds of running room. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Running to daylight from inside his 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Gonna run it. It's Westbrook. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Mississippi State, 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Straight ahead from inside his 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. And he breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Caught over the middle. It's White. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the single back. Oh, just left him flailing. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll have it up for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job.
Time to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
Roll it. Flip it.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's not say they cut into the depths of the field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. looking for blockers. And he steps out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a terrible decision on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Westbrook. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
15-yard line. First down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Shakes off the defender.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Now on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Makes his connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They want that clock to run. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended.
Georgia.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Trying to pound it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Mississippi State, 17.
Here's the return from inside the 25. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
On second down, wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Comes out throwing on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Raiola. It's on target and complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's White. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They knew ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us.